Oh, what's going on, everybody? See here. Welcome back to some more Astroneer. We're back. We're doing the things. We're having an absolutely fantastic time. So today we are going to, well, we have a couple things that we could do. We still have some mission log stuff. We have, there's something out there. Investigate the unidentified satellite. Multi-core processing. Activate the cores of every planet. And things to remember. So we got to do some of this stuff. Now, I think we're going to start working on the multi-core processing. Because what we're going to do is we'll go through and we'll activate maybe one or two this episode. And then the rest of them will probably be activated during a live stream because it's kind of repetitive and it's kind of the same thing over and over. But I'm going to show you how we're going to do it and hopefully be efficient at it. That's the plan. And but before we get into that, I want to talk about our live streams that we've been doing. We've been having a wonderful time, having a great time. I highly recommend checking them out. But we've got some storage going on here. So I want to go ahead and I want to show you our storage that we are currently working on. It's currently in progress. And okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna actually use Eva here in order to do some creative flight mode. I feel like this is a good time and it's worth it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna take off my hydrogen jetpack and we're gonna take off this, that way we don't do anything crazy and we get creative flight. So that is how we're doing this. Spoilers, Eva lets you do that. But yes, anyways, we've got some storage. We've got some automated storage here. Now this system is a combination of simplicity and functionality, essentially, because there are more complicated ways to do more fancy things. And I feel like this was the closest thing where it did enough of what I wanted it to, and it did it simple enough that I wasn't really worried about it too much. So I know there's other ways to do things. I don't need the comments. I mean, actually, comment all you want, absolutely. But I know there's other ways to do things, but this was just the simplest way for me and my storage system. So basically what we have here, we have our input. This is coming off the train. The train right now is exclusively hooked up to our farm event. Because we are doing the farm event, we're getting tons of resources. That's actually how I got all the nanocarbon alloy to build all that stuff over there. So we're doing the farm event. We did swap over to the unknown biofuel. Now, unknown biofuel is worth less per craft. However, you can send over 160 of it, plus a little bit more, compared to like the 36, 24, 30, whatever the other canisters was. So you can get like 9,000 points at a time as opposed to like the other ones. So we've been doing that, but essentially things come in here. Now, auto arms, funny enough, they can actually pull from this point here. I didn't think that they could, but we tested it, and guess what? Even though that this doesn't cover those little spots, it absolutely works. It's fantastic. Should we go ahead and get something going here? Let me see. We could get something going on here. Okay, so I have this stack of like just random stuff. Let's just throw that in there, let it do its thing. But as you can see, they actually grab it, no problem. And then they deliver it to the next platform, and so on and so forth. Now, these three canisters here, this is quartz, organic, and explosive powder. Explosive powder does not go into smelters automatically on these ones anyways. So you don't have to worry about it, but we just put something there, just put it there. But after that, everything that can be smelted will get picked up by our portable smelting furnaces here. And the reason we're using these instead of the big ones is because each one of these can smelt at the same time. So if I had a big furnace here, it could only smelt one at a time, but hold 4 in queue. This can actually smelt 4 at a time. And then basically everything just keeps going down. These pull resources as they cruise by. You can see down here, some of these canisters don't have anything in them. I have them basically as overflow. And yeah, we just continue on. So we keep going down here. We have our gases on here. We have some gases here, gases there, soil canisters. We've got some hydrazine. I got a couple extra little canisters in case anything makes it beyond that. Is a little bit overflow protection. Now, the end of this, where all of this random stuff goes, like the exo chips and the hydrazine jetpack, all that fun stuff, that's all going to get sorted and filtered here at some point, but I haven't got to that point yet. So if you're curious on how that's going to go, we're going to probably be live streaming that, playing with that, seeing how this goes. Right now, this is kind of what I'm looking at as far as like expansion wise goes, because I want to take this one platform here and I want to be able to branch out and have more storage in here for those items. So, yeah, there's our storage thing. That's what's going on. It's still a mess. It's still a work in progress, but it's super simple and it allows me to store basically everything and sort everything. And yeah, it's super easy. Now, the other little fun bit about this is, let's say we want a resource. Let's say I needed something, right? So I actually just take a little platform with me and I take a medium canister. And then like, let's say I need, let's say I needed iron, right? I always need iron for stuff. So if I need that, I just pull it on here and I just let it do its thing. just like that. And it's like, okay, cool. I needed, you know, I needed like 8, 9, 10, whatever of these. Cool. And I just disable this one and put it back. Good to go. Now I have what I need here. And then when I'm done with it, if I need to, if I want to put it back, I can, or I can just drop it off up here on this guy and then boop, put it back. And then this guy will take it, put it back where it goes. So that's how we have that system set up. And it's pretty handy. It's pretty nice. Also, we have this table right here, kind of set up for like the oddities, this and that, bits and bobs. But yeah, there's that. Awesome. So now that we're caught up on that, let's continue on, shall we? Even though oh, actually, look at that. Our creative flight is almost over. Perfect. So we need to activate some planets, and there's a couple ways that we can do this. Now, I think the way that I want to do this is going to be using a VTOL and some batteries and some power generation, I think. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to activate all of them, but I have a, we have this thing over here, and we have like, oh, actually, hold on a second. I literally have this thing right here full of QTRTGs. Also, if you guys aren't playing the event, if you're not checking out the event, you're missing out. For example, this storage right here, this is completely full of QTRTGs, and that is purely from the event. And let's see, each one of these is what? 1 U, and we've got 24. So this is 24 U's of power right there. Is that enough for all of the gates? I'm not actually sure. Okay, so it looks like the max amount of power that we're gonna need is actually 30, and that's for Aatrox. So handy dandy Reddit post. 30 for Aatrox, 28 for Glacio, and then anything Novus is 20 and below. So we are gonna need a little bit more power, but that's okay because guess what? We've got more QTRGGs. They're absolutely everywhere. So we're gonna take these with the VTOL, some hydrazine, and we're gonna use that to power the exterior gateways. And if you don't know what I'm talking about and you've never got to this point in Astroneer, just hang on. You're gonna have a wonderful time. It's super cool. Spoiler warning-ish. But yeah, so we're gonna need that for power. I'm gonna go ahead and grab, like I said, I'm gonna grab these other QTRTGs and we'll throw those on here as well. So we have much more than 30, which we're actually not even gonna need, because like I said, we're just gonna do a couple of these. We're not gonna knock all of them out, but that's gonna be our power requirements. Now, we're gonna need a couple of other things. Again, spoiler warning, when you get to the core of the planet, there is going to be a resource that you're going to need to provide it in order to get the little key or what have you. I believe. If this is still the same as it was years ago, that's what you're gonna need to do. So we're gonna need a couple of resources to bring with us as well. Also, we're gonna wanna do a little preparation because we are gonna have to go to the core of each planet in order to activate it, right? Absolutely. So, let's see, methane, we can leave methane here. Empty fluid canister, fantastic. Let's see, is that our hydrazine? Let's go grab a hydrazine real fast. Okay, so we got a little hydrazine thing here. So in order to get to the core of the planet, there's a couple ways we could do it. We could make it a round trip thing. We could dig a ramp all the way down there, all that fun stuff, or we could make it a quick trip. And in order to make it a quick trip, we just need a couple of very specific items. One, we are going to need a drill mod. We're going to need the Mark III drill mod because the terrain density on some of the cores of the planet is going to get hard. So we're going to need to be able to drill through it. And then we're also going to need a very special snail that prevents us from taking damage because we're going straight down. One-way ticket to the core. That's absolutely the plan. Let me see if I can find my drill mod though. Okay, so I've got my drill mod Mark III. We've got a boost mod to make things faster. Hoverboard, of course. Portable oxygenator 1. I don't know why I have a second portable oxygenator. We don't need another one of those. Sylvie for light, because we need to be able to see 2 QTRTGs. I could use a snail. I could use a snail for power. I'm aware of that. But I find myself, if I don't feed it its favorite food, then I'm constantly looking for food for it. So I kind of just like the RTGs. I like the 2 RTGs. If I need the extra space, then I can always, you know, use a snail. But for now, I like the 2 RTGs. I can just kind of forget about it. And if I don't feed Sylvie, then it's not the end of the world because it's like, oh, I lose my light. You know what I mean? And then a soil canister. Now, we need another snail. Like I said, we need, I believe it's Princess in order to not take fall damage. And then the other thing we're going to need a couple things for the core activation. So we are going to need zinc, I believe, for Desolo's core. So we're going to take 2 of those. And the reason we're taking 2, again, spoilers, 1 is to activate it, 1 is to get a key. So we're going to need that. And then Let's see, what's the next one? Calidor. We'll do Calidor after that. I think that's kind of the route that we're going to go in here. And I believe for Calidor is apparently explosive powder. Do I even have... I don't know if I have 2 explosive powder, to be honest. Oh, I have 3! Oh, perfect. So 1, 2, and then we'll leave that in there. And then let's grab one more. We might knock out 3 planets today. Why not? We'll get fancy with it. And we'll do Vania. Vania is going to be graphene. Watch, they changed all the resources and then like completely useless. All right, do we have any graphene? We have 2. All right, we'll just take it. Why not? It's for science. But now we're going to have an empty canister here, so I'm going to actually have to do... This is the only problem with this is if I run out of a material completely, then I have to swap it back here, because if I don't, this empty canister could pull one of these that are behind it, so I need to do that. But that's the only thing we need to do. Also, with this system, we could actually expand out to the extra large canisters if we wanted to, but we shouldn't need to do that either. So let's go ahead. Let's put all these resources on here. I'm going to keep the zinc on my backpack for now because that's going to be the first planet we're going to need. And then we need the medium platform A. And then, oh, you know what? We're going to need a bunch of repackagers. Let me get some actually, you know what? I think we have a bunch of repackagers already over here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me grab this because we're going to need to repackage the VTOL. All right, we got the snails. You know what? I just realized I forgot we could reclaim the snails. So I went all the way over there and picked them up, which is fine. Okay. So the snail we're going to need is Princess. While carried in the backpack, prevents all forms of damage aside from suffocation. That is a very, very important snail to have because, like I said, we're going to be digging straight down to the cores of the planets. Awesome. So we've got that. Now, also, we just need to make sure they're fed and topped off before we do that. So, let's see. We've got some packagers here. Let's go ahead and throw these on here. And we should be good to go. Also, in case you guys are ever needing a lot of packagers, you could turn packagers 1 Astronium to 4 packagers. That's super nice. All right, let's go ahead and package up. Let's see. We're going to need this packaged up. And then we are going to need a small platform. Do I have a small platform already packaged up? I'd hate to like use a packager on a small platform. What do we got here? Medium stack? I mean, I guess that would work. Have another little one. All right, well, you know what? The medium stack is just gonna have to work for us. So we've got ourselves a VTOL, plenty of power, a base to put one of these powers on. We're not gonna be able to put both of them on there, but we're not gonna need both of them right now anyways. And then we have the stuff for the 3 different planets we're going to activate. We've got some hydrazine. We've got that. We've got Princess. We've got a means of digging down. I think we're set. How many flights do we have on this? Let's put this on here. Okay, so let's do this. Onwards to Desolo. Yes, Desolo. So it looks like we actually already have a base place right next to this thing, which means we're not going to need to offload the power, or the VTOL, which is going to be nice. Do we already have this powered up? No, we do not. Okay. So let's just, actually, you know what? What are the odds that there's a platform over there that we could use? There might be. Where's it at? This way? Yes, it's right here. This giant purple thing right in front of me. All right, so we're going to need some sort of platform. Any abandoned platform base pieces, things. All right, I don't see any. That's fine. Let's just grab this platform here. So we'll go ahead and throw this out. I'm gonna grab that packager now. And let's see. Let's connect you here. You here. Oh, this is so epic. I love this. I remember the first time doing this. It was the coolest thing. It still is pretty sick. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Activate my platforms. There it goes. Oh my gosh, we've done it. So we can gaze into the odd stone. There's nothing here, so we gotta go activate the core. Awesome. All right, now we can put this stuff back. Now, we don't need to take this with us because we're gonna have a one-way trip back here. Let's go ahead, let's top off our little snailsies here. So let's see, seed for you, And let's also go ahead and get another seed on you and another seed on you, just for safety sakes. And then I think we're good to go. We don't need this. We'll just throw that there for now. We might actually need another. We might need another RTG in order to not use power. Okay, cool. That's it. That's all we have to do. Now, straight to the core. This is why Princess is amazing. Is I don't have to worry about anything. This snail has made me invulnerable. You've gotta love it. It's the Fortress of Snailitude once again. There we go. One-way trip to the core. And I hope it's graphite or zinc. Is that the right resource? Yes, it is. Okay, good. And we can take you. And then, wait, do I need 3? Oh. Okay, we did it. I'm taking 2 of them. You know, I thought you had to use 1 to oh, that's right. That's right. I was like, wait a second, this seems weird. You use the key once here, and then you need another one for the unidentified satellite that we haven't been to yet, so. Activate the cores of every planet, 2 of 7, and guess what? We can gaze right into here and just head right back. My gosh, do we still take damage? No, okay. I remember you used to take a little damage from that every time, so it was always kind of funny. All right, let's go, let's take this back. Now that hole is a death trap now, so let's not ever fall in that hole. Side effect of this method. So let's see, where is... There it is. Repackage that bad boy, and guess what? We are on towards another planet. Let's go. Let's see, we got the stuff for Calidor and Vania. Now, ideally, I set up a base next to, I believe, the South Pole or the North Pole of each planet. And the reason I did that is because now we can teleport between planets. Wait. Not yet. We can't yet. So, not quite. Almost. We can almost teleport between planets. Is that far enough away for the VTOL? Is it worth taking the VTOL out for this one? Yeah, it is. Why not? Let's use it. I really need to get a VTOL on every planet anyways. You know what? That might be the goal of the next stream. We might VTOL every planet. So we're going to put you on here. We're going to put you here. And then I'm going to need 1 package. We're going to leave the glyph key here. We're going to need was it explosive powder? I think it's explosive powder. I think it's explosive powder. I'm not 100%. I think it's explosive powder. Okay. And then where is our platform at here? So we'll throw the platform there. We'll throw a repackager right here. We'll grab our other explosive powder. I really hope it's explosive powder. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, onwards. Let us go act. You know, we're not as close to this as I thought we were, to be completely honest. Okay. So, 1 platform. 1 mad stack of RTGs. A little bit of power here. And let's see, you guys are still good, so no need to feed you. I still love this part. This is one of my favorite parts. It's so cool. And we're good. Okay. So, we can go ahead and throw you back on here. Let's go and package this thing back up before I forget. So, there's that. And then we've got the RTG. We've got those. We're golden. Time to go straight to the core. Whee! I just love how this would be certain death. If it wasn't for a super amazing space snail. And there's the core, kind of. If we could go down. I need to go down. Let me fall. All right, let's see. Are you explosive powder? Oh, thank goodness. So there's the 1. Hold on. Grab you. Grab another one. There we go. Give me that one back, and let's head over here. Activate this. That's 2 of 3. There's that one. Actually, that's 3. That's number 3. That's 3 of 7. But that's the second of 3 that I had planned for this episode. 3 of 7. My goodness. Go ahead. We'll gaze. Yeah, we haven't activated this yet, so we can't actually teleport between planets yet. But that's just a discrepancy. It doesn't. That's not if. Don't worry about it. All right, let's head back, pack up VTOL, and we're going to Vania to do the exact same thing. And just like that, we're here. Look at that. My gosh, super fast. I know. It's amazing. I got to feed the snails. They just ate, so there should be good, but we'd like to keep the extra on there just to make sure. Whilst that does its thing. Hello, friends. Actually, is this Princess's favorite? I think this might actually be Princess's favorite. Maybe. I don't actually know. We'll have to wait and see until Princess eats it. And are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Very cool. All right. Get this package back up. QTRTGs make this amazing. Absolutely amazing. So those 2 are good. We're topped off on that. Back to the core. Oh, nope, nope. Hold on a second. I didn't grab the graphite or the graphene. I didn't grab the graphene. We got to go grab the graphene. Actually, you know what? I don't even need to. Well, yeah. Let's go grab the graphene. I was going to say we could dig a hole over here, but I kind of want to do it over there because that way we're right next to. You know what, though? We could just board over back over here. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll dig a hold of the core right here. Hopefully we don't fall into it later. I feel like that's some foreshadowing. You know, I just thought about this. Did I say Vania or Novus? Okay, Vania. We're the correct one. All right, here we go. To the core! Oh, look at that. There's the core already. My goodness. Oh, we're going fast, too. All right, please be graphene. Yes! You know what's funny is I remember thinking the first time that I was stuck in here, because I was like, I didn't realize what we were supposed to do from this. I was like, wait, I did the thing, now what? It's like, how do I get out of here? Because you couldn't get out. Yeah, I remember being a little scared. And then I was like, oh wait, you have to go over here and then do this here. Ta-da! All right, there is that 4 of 7? There we go. So that right there is how we do our core activations. Now, like I said, what's nice about this is it's super fast. It's so fast. When you have Princess, you don't have to worry about fall damage. And when you have the stack of RTGs and a VTOL, like it takes no time at all. It's quite a wonderful thing. So there you go. There's some activations. Like I said, we'll probably go ahead and knock out the last 3 on stream because they're basically exactly the same thing. Nothing super crazy. But yeah, there we go. Awesome, awesome. Things are looking good. Things are looking very nice. And yeah, we got some things to do. Also, so on top of the last of the missions that we really have left, there's something out there, which is the unidentified satellite, which this goes into the unidentified satellite. So we're going to knock those out pretty quick. Things to remember, that's going to be a fun little one as well. That's not going to take super long. So those are the only missions that I have left. Now, we do have a whole nother thing that I have not done, and I did not realize it was even a thing. There is apparently a hardcore mode because there is is it a pallet? I believe it's a pallet. Unlocked by completing the game in SES hardcore configuration, which I didn't realize. I don't think there ever was one when I was playing originally, but there is a hardcore mode now. So we might have to do a hardcore mode series just to, all we have to do is complete the game in hardcore mode. So we might have to do that. I believe somebody said that we start off on Aatrox and it's like 1 life. You can only die. You can't die, which is great because 0 deaths here, obviously. So yeah, that might be a thing. We might do a little series on that. And what I'm hoping, now you can leave a comment down below if this isn't possible, but I mean, obviously the first thing that I would want to do is escape Aatrox, and then get the snail of Vania, because the snail from Vania gives you the inability to die. So if you, aside from suffocation, so basically you get invulnerability, keep this thing fed, and as long as you don't suffocate, you're golden. So yeah, basically we'd have, you know, power, portable oxygenator, and Princess always fed. Like that would be key. But yeah, that would be the idea of the playthrough, and then it would be, hopefully it'd be super fast. But yeah, leave a comment, let me know. Are you interested? You want to see that? If you do, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll have to check it out. But like I said, first of all, I want to get these things done. I want to get some base building stuff done, and I want to prepare for the Mega Tech update. But if we need some filler between then and now, we might do that. So, but thanks again for coming out. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.